Hello friends, Mehjabin here. Welcome back to my channel Quick Poetry Knowledge. Today I am going to explain the poem The Comet and the Moon line by line. I have already uploaded the paraphrase of this poem. You will find the link to that video attached in the description below. So do check it out so that your understanding of this lovely poem becomes clearer. And now let's move ahead with today's poetry explanation. The Comet and the Moon was composed by Richard Edwards. The subject matter of this poem is an imaginary but rather interesting conversation between a comet and the moon. We all know what the moon is. It is a satellite of the earth. But what is a comet? A comet is a cosmic snowball of frozen gases, rock and dust that orbit the sun. Tell me, said the comet. This is how the poem starts. This is the first stanza. Tell me, said the comet, as it whooshed past the moon's pale face, why do you look so sulky as you make your way through space? So the comet is the one who is raising a conversation with the moon. It has noticed that the moon's face is pale. It does not look very happy. So it is as it whooshed past the moon's pale face. Whooshed means to move very, very fast. Why do you look so sulky? That means why do you look so grim? Why do you look so angry? Why do you look sad? And why are you so quiet as you make your way through space? You are you have the freedom to move around wherever you feel like, but despite your freedom, you don't look particularly happy. So just tell me the reason. Why do you look so sad? You would sulk as well, the moon said. The moon said that even you would be angry if you were in my situation, if you were doomed like me. So, like doom means to have a fate that is not very good. So, if you were doomed like me to always plod the same path, see my situation, I always have to move in the same path. Plod means to move slowly, to always plod the same path in the chains of gravity, and I cannot move around in any way I feel like, unlike you. And why is that? Because I am always tied to the chains of gravity. But you are free to flare and sizzle. You are free to flare. That means you are free to burn unexpectedly and quickly. And you are also free to sizzle. That means to become very hot. You are free to flare and sizzle. You roam like rockets do. You can move around freely, and at a very high speed you can go around like rockets. While I am stuck here in orbit, but I am stuck in a particular orbit in a fixed way. I have to move around. While I am stuck here in orbit of the earth, I envy you. And so he says, so the moon, she says that I envy you. That means I am jealous of you because you can move around wherever you want, but I can only move in a particular orbit around the earth because I am tied to the chains of gravity. That means the gravitational pull of the earth always controls me, and that is why I am not in a position to move wherever I want, and that's why I am sulky, I feel moody, I feel unhappy. Once things were better, spacemen came up to float and talk and scratch my back. Now life's too dull, so comet, stay and talk. The moon is continuing with the conversation. She says that my situation was not like this before. There was a period of time in the past when I was happier. Why? At that time I was not lonely. I had visitors, I had guests. Once things were better, that means my circumstances were much better. Once things were better, spacemen, that means astronauts, came to visit me spacemen came up to float and walk, and they used to move all over me, came up to float and walk and scratch my back, and I loved the feel of the people walking on my back, and I felt that I loved that communication. They came once things were better, spacemen came up to float and walk and scratch my back. Now life's too dull, but now I don't have those kind of visitors anymore. Nobody visits my surface. Nobody comes here to experiment. In the past, there seemed to be people who were more interested in experimenting, and therefore there were a lot of visitors. People used to come, curious people used to come and float on my surface every now and then, and I loved the feel of people walking around on my back, and I loved the company. And but now things are very different. Now life's too dull because I do not have those kind of visitors anymore. So Comet, stay and talk, but I am happy that you, Comet, have come to ask me a question. You have noticed that I am not very happy, and so I am enjoying this conversation with you. So please stay with me for a short while and let us continue talking. The comet didn't answer. Already it had gone to wag its tail around Venus while the moon trudged on. Now the comet did not answer. The comet had raised the question but had not waited for an answer. Why? Because it is not the nature of comets to do so. Comets move very, very fast. So the comet didn't answer. Already it had gone. It did not answer because maybe because it had not listened to the answer. It had not waited to hear the answer that had come from the moon. The comet didn't answer. Already it had gone to wag its tail around Venus. So now it is moving closer to Venus while the moon trudged on. And the moon, seeing that there was nobody nearby to listen to her speak, she continued to move on. Trudge means to move laboriously, to move with difficulty. Well, with that I come to the end of this explanation. Do not forget to check out my previous video on this poem. What is the purpose of the poet in writing this poem? What kind of message does he want to convey to his readers? Think over it and let me know in the comments section. Consider subscribing to this channel. Give the video a like. That is if you really think that it deserves one. And share this video with your friends. Meet you again very soon. Bye.